What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadskii and I'm back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Now today, as I like to do with new Fortnite bosses or with 24-hour bosses, I like to bring you guys a video basically explaining what you're going to be coming up against, what the unit actually is, how to beat them, and the recommended teams that I would recommend for you to use to actually beat them. So here we are today, bringing you this video with Smoker's Great Pursuit. Now this is the brand new fortnightly boss coming next week after Kobe Meppo's Proving Ground. Now, the first thing that we're going to do in this video is basically explain the actual unit of Smoker and basically what you will be coming up against. Basically, you know, what the unit actually is, what its evolutions are, and basically its captain effects and all that kind of stuff, so you guys get the information regarding Smoker himself about what you should expect if you do end up dropping Smoker, if you don't have him already. Also, we're going to be discussing the brand new evolution of Smoker, because Smoker will get a new evolution upon release of this new Fortnite boss Isle, so it's going to be a bit interesting. Anyways, that is going to conclude all the introductions, but let's get straight into the video. So the first thing I wanted to discuss exactly was the actual units of Smoker. So we're going to be going through every single one of his evolutions, plus the brand new evolution that will come out on the release of this new Fortnite boss Isle. So here we have the very first evolution of Smoker. So here is Smoker. This is the unit that will drop every time you beat any Smoker on any part of One Piece Treasure Cruise. This is the unit that will drop his very first stage, being just called Smoker. At level 1, you can see stats, they're not the best. Level 50 is his max before you evolve into his second stage. And as you can see, his stats are actually pretty decent. They're not too bad considering it's a pre-evolution. His captain effect is reducing all incoming damage by 20%, which actually isn't too bad. And his special abilities for the next 3 turns reduce all incoming damage by 50%. So this is really good, a really good way for damage reduction. You can also partner this with units like Alvida, so you can have huge damage reductions for a long period of time. But anyways, this is the very first stage. Let's go into the second stage, which is an evolution of this unit of Smoker. So here is the evolution of Smoker that we currently have in the global version, the White Hunter Smoker. Now at level 1, you can see stats are actually pretty good at level 1, and then when you max him out at level 99, his stats are really good for a dexterity unit. As you can see, 1736 HP, really good. His attack is a little over 1000, and recovery at 334 is nothing to complain about either. And his captain effect is also the same as the first evolution of Smoker, or the first stage of Smoker, and the captain effect is also the same at the first stage of Smoker, being for the next 3 turns reduce all incoming damage by 50%. Now this is all fine and dandy. This is the exact unit of Smoker that we currently have at the highest potential that we can get him. However, there is one more evolution coming to us upon release of this new Fortnite boss Isle, and that is the Commodore Smoker. So here is the brand new evolution, Commodore Smoker. As you can see, at level 1, he has amazing stats. Absolutely amazing stats. And then once you do max him out at level 99, he gets 2215 health, 1282 attack, and 338 recovery. I think this is actually one of the most powerful dexterity units in the game through damage. His captain effect does change a little bit. Instead of reducing all incoming damage by 20%, it changes to 25%, and his special ability is also the same, meaning that you can actually use the units that you farm from this Fortnite boss onto your actual Smoker that you currently have, and you'll be able to level up his special, which is actually kind of cool. I know that a lot of people are going to ask this in the comment section down below, whether or not it's worth evolving into Commodore Smoker. You know, you have to level the second stage up to level 99 before you can evolve him into Commodore Smoker. And my whole thought process in whether or not you should, you know, evolve your Smoker is basically this. If you have the resources and the experience to spend on Smoker and you really want to, you can go ahead and do it. However, I would much rather spend the XP that it would take to get the second stage Smoker to level 99 prior to evolving him into Commodore Smoker. I would much rather use all that XP onto another character, such as maxing out some of your other units that you'll be using, like if you have a Mihawk, if you have Monster Chopper, any of those good guys, I would probably put it into that. Maybe you have a Whitebeard, maybe you have, you know, either any of the Whitebeard pirates, really, you know, Marco, Jozu, etc. If you have an Ace, a Gear 3 Luffy, you know, I'd much rather put all of the XP into those guys rather than put it into Smoker, because even second stage Smoker, he is still really good. He's got the same special ability, and the captain effect is pretty much the same here and there. So, you know, that's my, you know, thought process of it, that if you have the resources and you have the XP and you really feel like doing it, then you just go ahead and do it. However, I would much rather spend the XP on another unit and then level up Smoker, you know, gradually. You know, it's not really a big priority to get Smoker to his last evolution, you know, because not much actually changes aside from the fact that he gets higher stats. But that's my thoughts on it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you think about Smoker himself and whether or not it is worth actually evolving into his last evolution. So now that we've gone through all of the units about Smoker, now let's talk about how you're going to go about beating Smoker. Now, actually, when you come to the 30 stamina version of Smoker's Great Pursuit, the first battle that you go into, actually Smoker is there. So you have to actually deal with Smoker prior to beating Smoker in the boss. So there's actually two different stages of Smoker that you have to deal with. There is the very first battle and the last battle being the boss battle. So let's get straight into it, and I'm going to be basically discussing about what you should expect when coming into the 30 stamina version of Smoker's Great Pursuit. So as I said, guys, you will have to beat Smoker twice in the 30 stamina version. Now, as you can see, battle 1 of 7, you actually have to come up against the White Hunter Smoker, which is actually the second stage evolution of Smoker. Now, this Smoker in particular has 320,000 HP in particular, which is actually a lot of HP for one unit. And then you have the Smoker's attack at 4,020. He will actually attack you straight away, not preemptively, but he'll have a 1-turn cooldown when you reach him. And he will also have a 3-turn delay until he's defeated, until he's basically done with. Other information about this Smoker in particular is that this is the White Hunter variant, although you'll only get the 3-star drop. I know a lot of people say, oh, does the new evolution drop itself? Which is no, nothing will ever happen like that. You will always get the very first evolution of any drop that you get in One Piece Treasure Cruise, so you have to be very, very wary of that. But anyways, this is basically the first one that you have to come across, battle 1 of 7. Now let's go talk about the big boss of the 30 stamina version, being the Commodore Smoker. So once you reach battle 7 of 7, you'll come across the battle boss, Commodore Smoker. Now, this one is a little bit stronger than the first one you just fought at battle 1 of 7. This Smoker has 830,000 HP. His attack is 6,310. His attack interval is a little bit better though. He won't attack you straight away. He has a 3-turn delay until he is defeated. And some other information that you should take into account is that upon arrival, he will preemptively lock your captain for 4 turns with an additional 6,310 damage. So as soon as you reach him, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. He's going to be locking your unit, so you have to be very, very wary of that. And then once he drops below 20%, he'll begin to lock your captain once again. Now, this is very, very important to know about, because this can actually basically manipulate what kind of units you might bring to face Smoker. Knowing that he's going to lock your units, you might want to bring a unit that will unlock the binds on your characters, such as Axe-Head Morgan, or the Sergeant Helmeppo, which was recently given to you, or not given to you, but you have to farm for him in the brand new Fortnite boss with Kobe Meppo's Proving Ground. So it's really good that you guys get yourself a Helmeppo, maybe lowering your special a little bit with the skill books. But anyways, that is going to be it for the battle boss. There's not much information really to report on. Basically, that he will lock your units for 4 turns, lock your captain for 4 turns, and gives you a 6,310 damage. That's a preemptive attack, which is really, really brutal. And basically, at each of his 3-turn cooldowns, he's going to be dealing 6,310 damage. So you have to be very, very careful, making sure you knock him out as soon as possible. Otherwise, he's going to be locking all of your units. Now that we've discussed about the unit of Smoker and how the battle of 30 stamina will go down, now let's move over to the recommended teams that you should take into battle against the great Commodore Smoker. So here we have the recommended teams listings. Now, Here we have the double Whitebeard teams, because obviously, Smoker being a dexterity unit, you want to have some high-powered strength characters. Whitebeard being probably the best strength unit in the game, so there you go, you have the double Whitebeard teams. They should have no problems whatsoever sweeping up Smoker at all. Then you have double Gear 13s, because it's similar to Whitebeard in the fact that you have strong strength characters, dealing a lot of damage to Smoker. That's pretty much it for that. There's not much else to say, really. Also, you can have Arlong in these teams as well, because he's a really good strength unit as well, dealing lots of damage. If you're feeling a bit lucky, you could run the double Monster Chopper leads. Now, I wouldn't recommend this in any way, shape, or form in a way. However, he is a really good strength unit. I have a feeling he could really take down Smoker really easily, especially you have his special leveled up. You could run it. Although, if you guys don't know what Monster Chopper does, it's really risky to run because he gives you a 3 times attack boost for each one. So that's not bad. It's a 9 times attack boost if you have 2. However, each one of them will reduce your HP by 60%. So it's a give or take, but for the most part, you'd think that, you know, it's really hard to say. He does have a lot of damage output. However, as I said, it is risky to run because you don't have a lot of HP. And then you can't really recover yourself either because Monster Chopper has really low recovery. So it's really, really difficult to run. However, if you are feeling a bit lucky, you can run him if you really do wish to do so. Moving on from that, I do have the double Mihawk Slasher teams because I feel as if the Mihawk double Slasher teams would be able to run this really, really well because they have access to Arlong as a Slasher, have access to Escape Ian Morgan, which as you can see is a recommended unit, and they also have Helmeppo. Sergeant Helmeppo is also a Slasher. So they could even run both of those and also an Arlong as well, and maybe a Golden Pound Usopp in there, and then you have a really good team to take on Smoker, because you have a really good way to unbind your captain when he does get binded, and you also have just the strength unit in Arlong to deal as much damage as possible, so you can run that. I feel as if that would be a really, really good team to run. And then you also have VV Zoro or VV LeBrun at the bottom there. Either one of those should be fine to run as well. They should be able to work with this fortnightly dungeon. Also, we have the recommended units, as I did say before with the Mihawk team. You have the Sergeant Helmeppo, which unlocks one of your, or any of your units basically that are locked for 3 turns, and also Escape Ian Morgan does unlock to 2 turns, so it's not bad. You could run these two. I would honestly run the Helmeppo over the Escape Ian Morgan because you do get that 1 extra turn, which could help you out later on in the battle. However, Escape Ian Morgan is a strength unit, so that could also help you out in the battle as well. So that's going to be it for my recommended teams, and I hope you guys do find it easier now to take on Smoker in this new fortnightly dungeon, Smoker's Great Pursuit. So that is going to conclude today's video, and I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys did, make sure to smack the like button down below, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise video like this, then make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.